Happy Thursday, everybody. It's TS4602. I'm coming to you with a weight loss update today. I think it's been maybe 2 or 3 weeks since I updated you on my progress with my weight loss. Just to give a history, if you are a new subscriber, I am a 18-month patient of lap band surgery. Um, I have had a lot of success with my lap band. Um, the last time I updated, I believe I was at 220 pounds. As my starting weight was 300 pounds. At that time, it gave me a weight loss of 80 pounds. As of yesterday, I am at 209 pounds, which is a 91 pound weight loss totally. I am very happy about my weight loss. Um, I wanted to give some NSVs, what we call um, non-scale victories, um, that I have recently had with the lap band. Just to give a little history, when you are at 300 pounds, there are a lot of things that you cannot do, just little things that others take for granted or may not even think of on a regular basis. But um, for example, um, before I had my surgery, um, when I traveled by way of airplane, I had a very hard time getting the seatbelt to fasten, and that was, due to my weight. Um, if you've ever been in a situation where you are about to fly, you're about to leave the airport, and you cannot get that seatbelt fastened, that is a very embarrassing, um, humiliating type of situation. And on my personal situation, I was actually on my honeymoon when that happened. And the panic, the fear, the disappointment, all that rolled into one that you feel when that happens, is enough incentive for you to want to do something else than what you have normally been doing. Um, One thing that I have saw as an immediate NSV, again, non-scale victory. And there are going to be a lot of NSVs that you see on your weight loss, whether it's with the bariatric surgery with lap band or your own journey. And I want to throw out a disclaimer that I am in no way endorsing someone to have the lap band surgery or not to have it. I am only sharing my personal experiences with the lap band. Um, some NSVs I've had is before my weight loss, I could not cross my legs. Yeah, I couldn't cross my legs. But now I can and do it very comfortably, actually. That is a non-scale victory. That is one of the things that was on my list to be able to do. So that is one thing on my NSV list. Another thing um, that everybody do on a normal basis that you really don't think about, but when you get out of the shower and you wrap the towel around you, my towel would not go all the way around me. That is another non-scale victory. I don't have that issue any longer since my weight loss. Um, Another non-scale victory is wearing a belt with my pants. That is a total different experience. When you are overweight and you put on a belt, it gives you this horrible, mm, uncomfortable feeling, I guess you would say. Um, since my weight loss, I actually love to wear a belt now with my jeans. It kind of defines my waist a little bit. So I'm happy about that. And I know there's a lot of other NSVs that I can't really think of them right now. I should have wrote them down. Um, but an update as far as exercise. I have started to exercise this week. Um, I actually started exercising this week with encouragement from my husband to exercise. So we've been doing that this week. We've been actually getting out and at the parks in my area in Texas, and the weather has been 72, 73, so it's been really nice walking weather. So um, we walk the trails, and as you know, the trails have the incline and the decline. I did notice that my walking is much different than it was before. Before I had my weight loss, I got very out of breath and I would stop probably 4 or 5 times. But um, even though I got a little um, tired a little bit toward the end, I still was able to finish the walk each day. Today we didn't actually get to get out because it is raining here. Go figure. Yeah, Texas, unpredictable. It is actually raining, so we didn't get to do that, but I did do 15 minutes on the treadmill. So I want to get some type of exercise daily. Um, another, besides the NSVs, I guess I would say I had a scale victory as well. Again, starting out surgery date 300 pounds. My main weight was 291. It escalated up until surgery date. I weighed 300 exactly. Yesterday's weight 209 pounds. Um, I wanted to also touch up on some things that if you are interested in having a lap band surgery that you need to know up front. These are things that I did not know, and I would have probably liked to have known before I entered the journey. Number one, you have to know that what was before will never be again as long as you have the lap band in place. And what I mean by that is that, for example, before surgery, ribs was my favorite thing in the world to eat. I could eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then again, some more. But since then, um, ribs has become probably bottom on my list. I can't hardly tolerate them. And what I mean when I say tolerate is um, it will not digest well. It will not um, go down without making me feel ill. Another thing that you should know with the lap band is that um, going out to dinner, having dinner sociably, it changes as well. Um, what you used to eat will be no more. My favorite used to be watermelon and different types of fruit. I can't um, tolerate that either. Um, Another thing that I wanted to discuss that I think is very important concerning the lap band is if and when you decide to choose the lap band as your method to help you on your weight loss, to understand that the lap band does not make you lose weight. It is a tool meaning that it will make you feel more full. However, it is not going to give you weight loss. It is very different from having bariatric gastric surgery, and that if you don't put in the work, you are not going to lose weight. And let me say before anyone comments, I'm not saying with the gastric bypass you don't have to put in work. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that with the gastric bypass, the weight loss at first will come off really quickly. That's not how it happens with the lap band. You are going to have to work really hard with this weight loss thing if you want to see results. Another NSV that I just thought of looking um, kind of looking on my journey is my facial structure has really changed. I will add some pictures of what I looked like at my highest weight, and I have noticed that my face has changed a lot. Um, with weight loss, you're going to have some things that you really like about the weight loss and some things that you are very iffy about. And again, that's going to be on your personal journey, because what happens to me may not be on your journey. That is another point. You have to know that this is an individual journey, what you're doing with the lap band. Um, I have a lot of support people that I look at um, for help and answers on YouTube as a helper and as a source to go to when I have questions. But I have to step back and look at the fact that what happened for them may not happen to me, and it may. But I cannot compare my journey to theirs, because if you keep doing that, it will really mess up what's going on here. And being that I said that, I want to say that when you have weight loss surgery, it affects you in a lot of different ways. You question a lot. A lot of people say, oh, well, they took the easy way out because they had weight loss surgery. In no way and form of having the lap band was it the easy way. And let me explain that. The same way that someone is on an individual journey with weight loss and losing weight, that they have to exercise, I have to do that as well if I want to see results. The same way that someone may not be able to eat as much, I cannot eat as much. So the lap band is no magic weight eraser. You don't wake up the next morning and all of a sudden you're skinny. None of these other crazy things that I've read or heard. I would say that if you have any questions, that you would go to one site is lapband.com. There are weight loss forums, people that have actually had it, people that has good things to say as well as not so good things to say. That way you will be able to get the overall picture of what is going on. For my journey, there's been many of days where I second guessed my choice to have lap band surgery. And that's because change is hard. Change, anything worth working for, is hard. You have to put in the work. Mm. One thing that I have actually struggled with within the last month um, is when you lose weight, you start to have a lot of other ill effects, negative effects. And one of the major effects that you have is excess skin. I didn't too much have excess skin at the beginning of my weight loss journey, but now that I'm getting very close to goal weight, I am having a lot of excess. And when I say excess, I mean on my arms here, I'm having a lot of weight, um, excess skin, I'm sorry. Um, and I have noticed that with my arms are very thin. And if I did not have excess skin on my arms would probably be very, very thin. Um, the bone structure in my face has changed. Let me turn to the side a little bit. Here, let me see. Here on the side of my face, um, I usually would, right here, okay. Um, it was very, very dark here when I was heavier. One thing that I really question because of that is because some people say this is an indicator of pre-diabetes. And I was tested for diabetes, which it was negative, thank goodness. Um, but I have noticed that since my weight loss in this area has lightened back up to my skin tone, um, my cheeks, which are normally very, very full, very plump, I guess you would say, my cheek area, it's starting to go down a little bit. I am okay with that, but I will say that my cheek structure is something that I was happy with. Um, I've always been a fan of my cheek structure, so um, that is something that has actually changed as well. Um, as far as my legs are concerned, my legs are also losing weight a lot. Um, Another, I guess you would say, negative effect of weight loss and losing that amount of weight is it will change your chest area a lot. Again, my chest area is one of the things that I was happy with before my weight loss. Um, so that is another area that I'm going to have to work with. You have to know that when you begin to lose weight, and if you don't actively exercise, and I'm not for sure at this point, um, because I saw a lot of people on YouTube that it was very active with the weight loss surgery and still had excess skin. So I know that that is something I'm going to wear. I'm going to have to start um, using shapewear as a device to help me with the excess skin and to help me with uplift as far as my chest area is concerned. Um, my waist has gotten very thin, and I'm happy about that. That is one of the things that I am happy about. Um, as far as my back area, I have noticed, and let me see if I can pan down a little bit. Okay, my shoulder area has narrowed a lot. Um, it has gotten really thin, and I can't really show you at this point right now, but my collarbones are starting to show. That's something that I've never honestly felt. Um, I don't believe in my adult life that I've been able to feel it, but now it's very prevalent and it's out there. And if you can see, my shoulder area is very thin now. Again, that is something that I'm happy about. Um, I'm trying to think if there is anything that I have forgot. Um, if you have any questions about the lap band, please know that um, I will answer each question honestly and to the best of my ability. Um, I can only tell you what has happened on my journey, but I'm very happy to share that with you. On April the 16th, I am coming up on my 2-year um, surgery with the lap band. And my goal is, well, first of all, I never set a goal weight um, after having my lap band put in place. But as I have lost my weight, I am starting to get numbers in mind that I want to be um, at this point, being 209 pounds. My short-term goal is to be under 200 pounds, and right now I'm just going to shoot for 199 pounds before my surgery, and that means I have a month and a week to go to be able to make that goal. And I think that if I keep up my exercise and eating the way that I do, I think that I will be fine as far as my weight loss is concerned. Um, I don't know if my weight goal will change after that. I think at this point, when I get to my goal weight of 199 pounds, I think that I need to really work on my firming and toning up really, really strong. Um, I am looking into starting Zumba at sometime probably during the before summer hits. Um, because before weight loss surgery, I loved to dance. Dancing was my thing. Dancing and singing is me. Um, but when I gained the weight, that stopped a lot because I would get so out of breath. But I am beginning to start the dancing again. So Zumba fitness is a dance weight loss effort. So I think that that will be a tool for me to help me get into working out more. I will continue to walk on my treadmill for 15 minutes when I can't get outside to do fresh exercise daily. While I'm thinking about it, I want to also throw out there and let you know that if you decide to do lap band surgery, weight loss surgery, any weight loss effort, know that you have to do it for yourself. If you are doing it because you don't want people to make fun of you anymore, or you don't want people to look at you like the fat person, or if you want to please a spouse or you want to please family, friends, stop and realize that the journey is your own. If you are not doing this for yourself, I would say don't do it, because the lap band is not a miracle cure and you still have to work extremely hard for it. And I would have to say that this journey is one of the hardest journeys of my life, being that I feel that anything that is psychological is a journey. Um, I know a lot of people write things down and that's lethargic for them. That's a helper for them. And if that's you, write it down, pencil it. But know that a lot of people will not be able to understand if they have not been on the lap band journey themselves. They don't have it. They will not understand what the NSVs that you are experiencing. They will not understand when you eat 2 or 3 bites and all of a sudden you're sick. They don't understand the noises that the band makes that people actually can hear. And the band doesn't care if you're at work or you're at home or you're at a restaurant in front of your family, friends, um, husband, spouse, whatever. It doesn't have, the band don't have a respectable person. It does not care. If the band begins to feel, it will gurgle. It will make actually gurgling noises. Know all of this. Ask questions. Ask so many questions, because there's so much to it than you just having a surgery and all of a sudden you're going to wake up 2 weeks and you're going to be skinny. It's not going to happen. And I just want to be open and honest and let you know that it has been a struggle. It's almost been 2 years and it's been a struggle for me. Um, and I would even say it got harder once the weight started coming off. At this point, when you lose 91 pounds and you're happy because you had weight loss, of course, don't get me wrong. But when you have ill effects like excess skin, um, you have doubts about yourself, different, all these other issues, um, you're trading one evil for another evil, basically. And you have to be ready and able to handle everything that's going to come your way. I will try to get updates on the band every 2 weeks to once a month. I will try um, to get back to everyone on every question that you have. I am here to help you, and if I can answer any questions, I am more than happy to do that. I hope that you are having a terrific and tremendous Thursday morning. And I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.